going on YouTube? V here. So, Legendary Duelist Sister of the Rose, I feel like has to be a really good reprint set. I feel like if Konami's trying to release the Plant Link monster, if Konami's trying to release more support for other archetypes like what we're getting from Madolches and Savage Strike, this set has to have a lot of critical reprints. Or else we're going to be in a market that's going to be insanely unfair to average Yu-Gi-Oh players. Let me show you what I mean by that. Madolches. We're getting the new Madolche card in Savage Strike, and it's going to make Madolches pretty good. Don't know if they're going to be tier 1 or not. We don't know. But it looks pretty good. I've been testing the deck out a lot online. And yeah, the deck's pretty strong. And the deck can easily light you up in one turn. It kind of feels like a weird version of how like Mermel's the water deck. How like you give me a turn to knock you out. That's all I need. Deck. Like literally that's how it feels like. And I feel like cards like Madolche Magellan, which is currently $19, needs to be in this set. It like needs to be. Because all we got is this set, and then bam, we're right in Savage Strike. Look at other cards like Madolche Angeli. It's in like $17. This easily needs to be in that set. Look at the original print from Primal Origins. It's $21. Now, both of these are, this is an ultra rare and a super rare. I think the smart way would do it would absolutely have these as super rares. It would kill Magellan's value, but it's still not, like, it has to be done. Or else it's really unfair to those Yu-Gi-Oh players out there that don't have access easily to Madolche Magellan. By the way, only 6 prices left on TCG Player. Like, it's really dwindling down because everyone's getting ready for the new Madolche support. We don't know if it's going to be tier 1. We really don't. But we do know that it's going to be good. We know this. Look at other cards like Pudding Sis. She's hitting like $11. That's unlimited. Chocolate a la mode. I love saying that name. It's like $7. Tiramisu does come a little bit cheaper for the ultra rares. I'll show you in a second. Pudding Sis regular is like $3, so you don't need the ultis. I get that. Same with Hoot Cakes and all this other stuff. But the main cards is going to be Angeli and Magellan. Like, these are the main cards that need to be reprinted in this set. It has to be. Because if it's not, it's going to create a huge unbalance for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. So if you want to get a regular tiramisu, it's like $2. So I think for Madolches, we need 2 reprints. Now, I'm not done yet. What about Our Mage Jasmine? That only has a printing secret rare in Clash of Rebellions. Once again, once again, it has to be reprinted in Sisters of the Rose. It has to be done. Look at Our Mage Jasmine current price point for Unlimited. It's about $19. First edition of Jasmines are $22. As you can tell, there's only one page in the market of this card. That's it. Looking at Rosemary, another card, $6, only printing in Clash of Rebellions. Ultra rare, Unlimited are about $7. First editions are about $7 as well. Nevertheless, it still needs to be reprinted. Like Savage Strike, Legendary Duelist Sister Rose has to have these reprints. We can negotiate on the Arrow Mages due to the fact that we have a little bit of time between now and April, but we need a set in between to release these cards. What we cannot negotiate on is Madolches and the crazy high price points Madolches have. They're really, really crazy, and Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to want to have access to these cards so they can play these decks. It would be smart if Konami puts it in this set. They have no choice. Now, if they don't, I'm telling you right now, whether Madolches show a promise or not in the meta, does not mean nothing. Because they will go up in value. They will absolutely, out of my mind, go higher. You think this is expensive? Let this set not put anything in there to show Yu-Gi-Oh players about this, about the Madolches. This is going to hit some really dumb numbers. And it's unfortunate. Hopefully Konami sees that and they kind of like fix that up a little bit. Up next, look at the Nebs. I talked about the Nebs when it was 5. I talked about the Nebs when it was 6. Look at the Nebs right now in the market price. It's hitting almost near $7 for the Nebs. Look at over here. Page bombs out about $6.65, but it's almost near $7 price point. It keeps going higher. Current market price is $5.65. Looking at both versions from the 2015 Megatint, it's the same thing. It's caught up now. So now we have the Megatins as well as Duels Alliance catching up with each other. It can never be like this. It's always one's gonna go higher or one's gonna go lower in this balance. When Megatins versus original print, I think it's gonna go higher due to the fact that not because the Nebs are still not seeing any kind of play yet, but because they're harder to get, and these are cards that Yu-Gi-Oh players want to get and hold for deck cores. Cards like Tellarknight Ptolemaeus, another card that's currently $4 on the market. You can see it over here. First person let you play it, $4. This card comes off the ban list. What do you think is going to happen to the valuation of Tellarknights in general? Now, my pick's always in the extra deck cards. Diamond max rarity, Deltros max rarity. Even though I don't like Ghost, I got the Ultis instead. Ptolemaeus, I think I have about 3 or 4 Ulti Ptolemaeus. Like, these are the ones I have my money on. It also comes with ultra rare if you want to get the ultra rare versions just to have the deck, I guess. But like for me, I went ahead and got a bunch of Ulti Ptolemaeus just because this comes off the ban list. This will go higher in value, just like this will go higher in value as well because there's no other reprintings besides Duelist Alliance and 2015 Megatons. Another thing I want to talk about is water. Now, we're slowly starting to see water come out of nowhere and take regional invites. I noticed this a couple of days ago. I was like, wait, water's doing things? Water? They're coming out of nowhere, and they're taking wins. Now, you don't gotta buy an Ulti Atlantean Dragoons. In fact, it's kind of dumb to buy Ulti Atlantean Dragoons. Even though I love max rarity, buying this card Ulti, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. The super rare Dragoons is about $3. You could buy that. You could go ahead and see it over here, guys. It's about $3 right there. Let you played. Another one over here. Once again, around $3 for Atlantean Dragoons. You do not need to spend $78 for a deck. For the most part, water is a very inexpensive deck, or Mermels, or however you want to call Atlanteans. They're a very inexpensive deck, and they're really easily and affordable for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. They're almost like pendulums. I think pendulums have a higher ceiling, but if you know Mermels, if you know Atlanteans, water, if you know this deck, you can still get your invite. In fact, I'm working on a deck profile, hopefully I'll have out soon, showcasing a tier 1 Mermo deck. I'm just waiting for the cards to come in the mail. And I'll build the deck. I'll show you guys what it can do and show you the deck profile, because I really do think this deck can. Every region, I always say it takes an invite for free for a Yu-Gi-Oh player. You walk in with this deck, everyone's still working out what they're playing, or they're getting the kinks out of the new deck they just bought, and you walk in with this deck, and you just OTK them in the face because they're not ready. This is what this deck does. This is what this deck excels on. If your board's weak, this deck's going to light you up. Easy mode. The board, the Mega Mon, is also crazy high in price point. I know it's been like this for a while, but it's been slowly been increasing. We're seeing both the new challenges and the Megaton price both hit a $13 price point. In fact, the original prints for the new challenges after that one sells is going to hit a little over $14. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this whatsoever, and I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are getting really excited about these cards, just like they got excited about the other Mega Monarch cards that did nothing, and then got reprints, and then nobody forgot. The prices went and died on them. So get rid of these, seriously, as fast as possible. Up next, Denko Sekka is going up in value. Now, Denko Sekka has walls for days, and I'm not talking about the Ultras. They for the most part, they're decent. I mean, 16 price points, 23, sure. I'm talking about the Secret Rare, which has a ton of walls. In fact, let me show you real quickly. 21, 6, 27, 28. There's a ton. But the reason I'm talking about Denko Sekka is not because it has a lot of walls. It's because it has increased in value, even with the walls. This card forever was like $275, I believe. When I did a live stream, everybody was trying to like do buyouts on Denko Sekka, Denko Rekka, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Well, it went up $1. That's a pretty significant increase for a card that has a lot of walls on it. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. It's really weird how that is. I always think Denko Sekka is a great card. I always think throughout unless Konami hits this card, it's always going to be a card in the back of everyone's mind, depending on the meta we're in. If we're in a meta where Yu-Gi-Oh players are playing decks that use a lot of spell and traps, like kind of like almost this meta, how we're like strikers are setting everything, and then you got Ultra Guys that sets everything. Well, Denko Sekka is a free, just, here, I'm going to go on board. Your back row's now useless. Unless you have a warning, this card says no. And now I'm going to murder your face. Like, that's what this card says. And it's really interesting to see the fact that even though there's a lot of walls on the market, it still has increased in value, despite that. Up next, guys, Star Sarah Sovereignty. This card's normally a $6 card. I haven't covered this card in a long while, but I just want to say World Superstars is my favorite set for rarity, because Prismatic Secret Rarity is something really, really rare in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! For the TCG. OCG, it's another day in the office. But for the TCG, Prismatic Secret Rarity that we see here for these cards is beautiful. These cards last a lot longer. They look a lot more pronounced in the artwork. It's just a better rarity, in my opinion. It's my favorite rarity in the game. Besides Ulti, old school Ultis. But looking at it, guys, it's unfortunate. And by the way, little side note, we got prismatic secrets for World Superstars. We got prismatic secrets for the DDS promos, for the Game Boy promos. Cards like Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is an insanely expensive card. Yeah, that's a prismatic secret, just like this card. There's no difference as far as rarity. Maybe the foiling process has improved, but that is prismatic secret rarity. And Konami used to do that a lot for us as far as like promos, and then they stopped doing it. Anyway, looking at Star Seraph Sovereignty, I think it's a really good buy right now. It's about $3. You can see over here. Oh, I'm sorry, $4. I think it's a good buy. I'm not saying Herald's gonna be good today, tomorrow, but inevitably, I think Herald or any kind of variant that uses fairies is gonna be good. Any variant that Archer Christie can be playing, where's Archer Christie? Is she in there? Bam. This card can see playing is gonna be good. This is a really, really good card. And I think it could be Herald Perfection. Again, by the way. Looking at Scepters, they're 35 cents. You don't have to worry about that. The main thing you have to worry about is Star Seraph Sovereignty. 6-cent chairs, by the way. Hold on a second. Stick, chairs. I went to a regionals, and I walked. Every one of the judges was having problems how I was resolving 6-cent chairs. This was like, I think, a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I walked up to one of the judges. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going, man? You know about 6-cent chairs? He's like, no. Okay, you're an idiot. Move on. Found another judge. Hey, man, how's it going? How long you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Because at this point, I was burnt out because I had like 8 judges that were just like, man, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I went to him, how long you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, forever. Since it came out? Since it came out, playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So I go, okay, cool. We know about 6-cent chairs. He goes, what's that? If you know what 6-cent chairs are, you haven't been playing this game long enough. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, Spellbook of Judgment, which came out in Lord Attack on Galaxy, the original print. It did get reprinted, but it's currently like really cheap. I mean, Unlimited's about $3, but first editions right there, $4 right there. And I don't know, I feel like this card could come back up the ban list. Maybe I'm stretching it, but I really do like, because I've been playing Spellbooks, but you get 2014 Megaton versions, they're like $1. Something about Spellbook of Judgment, I always feel like Konami should just release this card. Like, literally, they just released this card. Even if it came back at 1 to test the waters out, I don't think Spellbooks would really do much. If anyone's really worried about Spellbooks in this meta with this card, well, then you're not realizing the fact that we have so many cards that just destroy Spellbooks. Like, literally, if we got Spellbook Judgment to 1, and this is I feel like I'm negotiating for the ban list. I still haven't done my ban list video. Dog outside's been barking for hours, by the way. Anyway. I feel like I haven't done my ban list negotiation kind of video, I guess, what do you call it, prediction. But like, I think Spellbook of Judgment can come back. Anyway, the reason I'm saying it because it really is inexpensive. And if it was to come off the ban list, even at 1, the hype alone would set this card's value super high, like insanely high. This card would easily be bought out on the market, hitting price points about $30 easily. $35. And currently price point is about $4. You can probably find this card in your dollar binder, by the way. Because it's Megaton's $1, so stores will just put it in a dollar binder, not knowing that Lord Attack on Galaxy, the Secret Rare original set, is actually $4 for first edition. Unlimiteds are still like $1, but if you get a first edition version of these, yeah, these are 4s. Up next, guys, El Shaddai Construct Ultimate Rare. Current price point is $28. Looking at Unlimited, it's $28, and first edition is $43. Now that's for a lightly played El Shaddai Construct. And the reason I'm saying that is because Shaddais are kind of good, and you know, Japan's getting them, and maybe Daddy will give us a Shaddai Construct for our January Christmas. Listen, I think this card's really good. I think the fact that it's inevitably going to be coming over here to the TCG, due to the fact that we're seeing it unlocked in the OCG first for a test run, it means that this card's going to go higher in value. If you do hold Shaddai Construct, please don't sell it yet. Wait until it comes up the ban list and then sell it. There's also the regular version of El Shaddai Construct that's currently roughly around $9. Yeah, about $9. The Megaton's roughly around 9 to 10s as well. It's kind of weird, actually. But these are also versions I would also recommend you holding, due to the fact that if this card was to come even at 1 off the ban list, this will get bought out, and this will be peaking at high numbers, easily $15. So I would hold your Shaddai Constructs. Don't trade them. Try to get them. Put them to the side. Double sleeve them, and leave them alone. They will go higher in value. Up next, Dante Traveler of Burning Abyss. Now listen, I'm not saying Cherubini's coming out in Savage Strike. That'd be crazy to say. But Cherubini, in my opinion, should be coming out in Savage Strike. And if that was the case, first edition Dante's are about $22. Now if you want to buy an unlimited Dante, so you still have your Secret Rare Dantes from original set, they're like $13. You can see it right over here. If you're looking to buy any other version of Dante's, well, I got you, bro. Now, I'm not talking about the 2015 Megaton ones, even though they're $6, so that's insanely inexpensive, and the one I would recommend you buying. Go if you hate yourself, but it also comes common for dollars. So, like, Burning Abyss, for the most part, is relatively inexpensive and relatively easy to get. Up next, Pod Desires. So Pod Desires originally came out as an ultra rare in 2017 Megatons. Its price point was like $3, and there was a ton of them around, like a ton of walls. In fact, looking over here, you can still see like a 10 over here. You can still see, well, hold on a second, 6, 9, 5, like 8 as well, like right there. 6, like you can see some remnants of these walls. But what I want to talk to you guys about is it went from a $3 card with all these walls to like 4.5 for Pod Desires. It's increasing in value. Now, what would mediate this price? What would make this price actually go down in value? Well, it's simple. Konami releases OTS pack, let's say 10, and Pod Desires comes out Ultimate Rare. Well, that price point actually at that point dies down. Pod Desires has no value at that price point. So I would love to see that happen. But until that does happen, this version of Pod Desires is actually going to start increasing higher in value. The Secret Rare is increasing already. The Ultra Rare, that's going to be increasing. Up next, I have Totally Awesome. That's something really nifty I actually discovered. Totally Awesome's price point, just for the Megaton version, is like almost near $10, about $9.5. Looking at the Invasion Vengeance version, it's damn near $10, okay? Now, you're going, okay, V, Totally Awesome's $10. It's pretty crazy. Looking at Swap Frog, it's never changed price. God damn it. It's always been at $57.5 forever. Swap Frog Common, now Unlimited's about $3, right? Yeah, about $3 for Unlimited. First edition Swap Frogs are a little bit more. Hold on one second if I can find you one. They're about $3 actually. There you go, $3. Perfect actually. So it's about $3 for a Swap Frog. A card that came out on Stardust Overdrive, and its reprint which came out on OTS Tournament Pack 3. Now the reason I'm talking about these, because look at Trap Trick. The card that was like $23 at hype, at its highest, 23. Market price shown to be about 17, and it's about maintaining a $17 to $18 price point. Well, this card went down a bit, while Totally Awesome increased a lot, and Swap Frog never changed. Well, when I was looking at the Murmur deck profiles, they're playing this engine in that deck. They literally took the engine and threw it in the deck. So that could be a good indicator of why these cards have risen in value. Murmurs don't play Trap Trick, but they do play Totally Awesome. Some even play it at 2, and they also run Swap Frogs. So that could be another indicator of why this is going up in value. I could be wrong, but I've seen a good amount of Murmur deck profiles in the past 2 days, and each one of them is running this kind of engine. It's really interesting to see. Now, I know a lot of you guys are sitting here going, man, V, when are we getting Kriston Needle Fiber? Should be in Savage Strike, by the way. It should be, because they will make the set an amazing set, but even without that, you know, that's going to be in Savage Strike. Even without that fact, that's 100% going to happen, in my opinion, but 100% means it's definitely going to happen. Even without that, Kriston Needle Fiber is a card that you got to start preparing for. We're going to be getting it. It's inevitable, and we're going to be using it around Nationals. It's going to be a thing. With that said, guys, Scrap Mind Reader is a pretty good card that you could use with Kriston Needle Fiber. Scrap Mind Reader's current price point is around $5. It did have a buyout previously, and the buyout got a little bit loosened up, and now you can get this card for about $5. It's a level 1 machine tuna monster. Also, actually, I'll talk about it in a second. Also, I think that this card, there's a lot of other cards you can still get, but this card is, 1, it scraps, and my scrap monsters, I love them. But 2, it's a relatively hard card to get due to the fact that it only came out as a secret rare in Star Strike Blast. So it's an older set. And by the way, Star Strike Blast is the old money set that had all this like spice, like Glow Ball, Shooting Star Dragon, Joan Lockbird, just everything. Spice. When it came out, it wasn't that crazy, but now after, it's a weird set. But yeah, $5 for a Scrap Mind Reader. If you're preparing for Kriston Needle Fiber, you need this card. Like, I think you should get this card. I think it's a good card to get. I think it's relatively easy to just throw in your deck. And yeah, I would recommend it. Last thing I'll talk about is Sky Strikers. So Engage and Widow Anchor are now starting to go back down in value. We're looking at Engage's price point, which is around 48. Yesterday I saw it was around 39 for Engage's. Now they're holding roughly around 38. After that, these two are gone, though. It will go back to its 39 price point and moderately played. But what I'm trying to say is, Sky Strikers are going down in value. Looking at Widow Anchor, a card that was also going high in value, Unlimited Let You Play, it's around $24 for Widow Anchor and still declining in value. What I want to say to everybody is, I don't know, I really do like Strikers a lot, and I hope Konami gives it a soft hit, not a hard hit. In fact, I hope the OCD ban list recalibrates to allow Sky Strikers to be played more. The reason I say this is the simple fact that we're not done with this deck. And some of you guys out there are probably done playing it or playing against Strikers, but you got to realize, we're not done with this deck. They released 3 extra deck monsters, and we still have a lot more to go. we only got one for each element, and we got 3 of them. We got, what, Shizuku, Kagari, and Hayate. That's it. 3. We're supposed to be getting more elements, so get ready for that. Now, the only question is, when the other elements come out, will this deck still be playable? In my opinion, yes in the beginning, no in the end. Nobody's going to care. That's what I feel like with this deck. I feel like Sky Strikers are still going to be seeing meta play, and I feel like Sky Strikers will still be seeing meta play until we get our next bans, in which they'll probably at that point be absolutely eradicated. Or, if Konami does keep them around, they'll just keep them around due to the fact that they could use them as a good reprint target for a set that's not as strong, like a subset, or maybe a Megatin, or something like that. That's what I would see Konami do with that set. Or even like a Battles of Legends set, you're putting Engage back at Secret Rare in that set. So you would have Engage Secret Rare from Dark Saviors, Engage Secret Rare from Battle of Legends. That'd be kind of a smart thing to do as well. Anyway, guys, that's Marco Watch. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much. Please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment below. I read every single one of your comments. I might be doing something new. I was testing with it yesterday, but I might do it where I do like a TLDR in which I'll post cards. I might sign with eBay as an affiliate and post those affiliate links. So in case you guys just, taking a quick shit, but you still want to like see the rest of the video, you can click on the links and be able to do that and be able to look at the cards. I'll have them set up over on eBay. So you can have you can see a TCG play for the video and eBay for other cards. I might just do that as well. I'm debating on it though. That's a little bit extra work and I'm kind of lazy and kind of busy in what I do. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video once again. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. And guys, have a great day.